Hey everybody, just wanted to jump on here before the next episode starts. Hopefully, this can actually be uploaded on YouTube and quote unquote time stamped before the episode starts. Um, and maybe that's a good thing. Maybe you get more eyes and views to this video being around the time of the next episode. But I did want to share my thoughts on the very first episode. I did see the previews. Obviously, I was really excited and looking forward to the very first episode. Um, like I said, seeing the trailers, seeing each character bioblast sort of thing. You know, the jock, the nerdy characters, prom queen. And the horror movie buff and yada yada. Each character being in its own roles. First off, I not really big into horror movies. The only one I really seen was The Ring, um, uh, Wrong Turn, I think it's called, and other thing, and I guess other ones that I guess called somewhat of a horror or scary kind of movies. Speaking of Scream, though, I've only seen Scream one because I remember the killer being um, the doofy police officer. Um, and in the end, obviously, you find out that that was just an act, go by the killer, yada yada. So I haven't seen all the Scream movies. So my opinions and my thoughts on who it could be and my thoughts on the show itself is not based off of that like many others. Many others might have written off the show already because of their knowing of Scream movies and the franchise, which is fine. Obviously, it's a big following fan base. I think they made four of them, four movies to this date. Um, but I really didn't get into that. Like I said, I only watched the first one, and none of the other ones moving forward. But I really was interested in the TV show. So I'm saying that my thoughts and opinions it might be different from others because my thinking and thought process is my own and from what I see from the show, and not anything taken from any of the Scream movies or how this happened or yada yada or that kind of thinking. My own trying to think. And as I kind of said, it's a funny thing. It's a good thing I like doing puzzles because I do love puzzles. I actually have 4 to 6 puzzles on deck to do. I just finished one and I got many to go. So it keeps me busy for one, but I enjoy it. And in saying that, I sent that out as a tweet because I live tweeted last week for the premiere. I tweeted the cast after the show was done with my first guest being Kerrigan. I probably said that wrong, but Kerrigan, the loner, the new kid, yada yada. I just think he's the killer as of right now because I think he knows more than he knows more than it seems. He's not what he seems. I think he already I think he already knows about the relationship between his father and Daisy, Emma's mom. I think he already knows about the Daisy situation, even before Noah, the movie buff, told everybody about the story. I think that he knows that Emma's mom is Daisy, even though she was a minor at the time and her name was not in the police reports. I think he figured it out, and I think he's doing what he's doing. I think he is the killer, trying to get to Emma. Emma being the last one, the sole survivor or whatever, for two reasons. One, he really likes her. Now that could just be a play to get inside the house or into the family to uncover things, or he really likes her and it could be like a love quarrel kind of story. He wants to date her. He's I don't know about obsessed like Brand James was with his mother, or her mother, Emma's mother, but it could be kind of a parallel thinking. And if you think about that one scene, um, when Daisy gets that care package in the card, talking about how Emma looks like her when she was younger. Yeah, that line could also mean that the killer is someone older, remembering the situation more and knowing more. But it also could be Kerrigan because of how he knows her, um, or knows Emma, and it also could be then a love core again. Maybe not obsession, but wanting to be with her, and wanting her to get away from the jock and yada yada, thinking that he's better for her. So, like I said, I think he knows more than he's letting on. You know, everybody has secrets, yeah, and everybody has their secrets that can point them to be the killer. Two two big characters that I think out of the box that might not be, as in out of the box, as in since the tagline is you'll never see it coming. Out of the box from not the main cast would be Emma's father and Kerrigan's father. So, meaning, since he's a police officer, he's, obviously knowing of all these things. He works in the police department. He could find out who Daisy was, besides her telling him, um, you know, being under your nose the whole time. And in a different way, not in a facade of acting dumb or whatever, like in the Scream 1 movie, but in the facade of going like, and whatever, pointing at other people. It could also be the teacher, it could be the ghost of Brandon James, or it could be Brandon James who maybe he survived, or a relative of his. Those are the kind of the out of the box thinking I've been doing for the past week, let alone that night. Because I think the one thing that's going to be sticking in my brain the most about this show is the tagline. Like I said, you'll never see it coming. Well, then who's the one that you might not see coming? I think another candidate, besides Aubrey and Noah and the two quote unquote somewhat jock friends, is that that one girl that gets attached to Noah actually, and asks the questions about, what's this, what's that, tell us the story, yada yada. She's keeping in the loop. She won't, as in she wants to know, how the killer would do it and how to pull it off and to be to be undetected, even for the killer, what not to do, what to do. So she's kind of gaining some knowledge through him. So it could be her. I forget her name, the character or actress, but I think you all know what I'm talking about. So she could be one of the main suspects in my eyes, because I think the red herring and the ones that are too obvious are Aubrey and Noah and the jocks. Even seeing the preview for the whole series, where there's that one scene where the two friends or whatever are talking about how, it could all come back to us, yada yada, and you think, they're the killers as a team. I think that's something different. I think that's more about the spying on Nina, Bella Thorne's character, which I was surprised she was one of the first ones killed. I kind of was hoping, as a big Bella Thorne fan, I watch Disney Channel and I enjoy that stuff. So I remember her from Shake It Up show, and guest starring on Zendaya and her friend, her new show KC Undercover. So I kind of thought either her character was going to be the killer, or it was going to last longer, or even be in the Emma role, where she was the one the killer was targeting, either as a love interest or just one of the last ones left, her and the killer. So with all that said, I think that I kind of wish Bella was there longer, but then again, she's a busy woman, young woman, and doing other projects. So I guess I understand that maybe they did it that way for that reason. But anyways, looking forward to tonight's episode. Like I said, hopefully this is posted and uploads quick enough before the episode starts at 9 p.m. MTV every Tuesday. So hopefully whoever is new to my channel or new to the show checks it on demand, if you have Charter Communications on demand, or however, DVR it if you're lucky enough to have that, and watch the first 2 episodes and let me know who you think the killer is. Like I said, I think right now it's Kerrigan. And I think the outside chances, as in the ones, if you go on the tagline of "You'll never see it coming," being the police chief, Kerrigan's dad, or whatever, however you pronounce that character's name, or Emma's dad, Daisy's ex-husband. So that's what I think. Obviously, like I said, there's the teacher, there's the all the other could be's, but I think those are the most likelies. And obviously, we'll see with episode 2. Like I said, if you want to keep up with me, if you want to, I live tweet during the episodes. You're welcome to follow me on Twitter. That is going to be in the about section below this video, at army_strong_06. So you can tweet me, chat with me, and other new fans here of the TV show. Like I said, I live tweet. I know one of my other friends will be live tweeting with me. So we'll be going back and forth. I enjoy talking to more people, getting your thoughts, let you know if you think my thinking is too out of the box, or if you might agree with me. You never know. There's always people on either fence. You either agree with me or you don't. Just hopefully respectfully disagree with me if that's the case. as I will with you. You know, if I disagree with your theories and thinking, I'm not going to do it rudely. You know, I'll do it respectfully and just say, oh, I don't